Hey, good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Sunday, January the 19th. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday morning. I'd like to just talk about two things here in my intro. First, being that we should continue always to offer prayers, positive thoughts, healing energy, whatever you want to call it. Just spend the time, please, doing it towards those in the LA fires, those in North Carolina that are still suffering from that tragedy, and all over the world where anyone is suffering, man or animal. It's just something we should always try to do. I think it really lifts the hearts and souls of these individuals. When the media dies down, the issue remains. Just please keep that in mind. And this is not bashing the media, but when they find that the controversy has died down and they need to move on to something else, the issue still remains. These issues still remain, and we in a stronger place can sometimes really do something special just by continuing to offer our positive prayers and thoughts and energy. Secondly, I am going to be continuing working on my schedule and tone of my videos, as I always do, to try to bring the best I can in the spiritual sense to all of you. This week and coming weeks are going to be a little uncertain. Tomorrow, I'm not sure whether I will be able to be here for a video, but if not, I promise I will be back on Tuesday. Okay, with that, let us all quiet our minds and hearts. Let us prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. John, chapter 2, verses 1 through 11. There was a wedding at Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus and his disciples were also invited to the wedding. When the wine ran short, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." And Jesus said to her, "Woman, how does your concern affect me? My hour has not come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Now there were 6 stone water jars there for Jewish ceremonial washings, each holding 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus told them, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. Then he told them, "Draw some out now and take it to the head waiter." So they took it, and when the head waiter tasted the water that had become wine, without knowing where it came from, although the servers who had drawn the water knew, the head waiter called the bridegroom and said to him, "Everyone serves good wine first, and then the people who have drunk freely an inferior one, but you have kept the good wine until now." Jesus did this as the beginning of his signs at Cana in Galilee, and so revealed his glory, and his disciples began to believe in him. So this is Jesus's first miracle as it's recorded. And more than likely it was his first miracle. And it's interesting that Jesus decides that he is going to perform his first miracle, celebrating the real powerful connection between two individuals. In this case, a bride and a bridegroom. But those connections can run very diverse, can't they? They could be two people as friends. They could be a person and an animal. They could be two animals. But these connections, Jesus chose as his first place for a miracle. And what did Jesus do? Jesus turned water into wine, something very ordinary to something very extraordinary. Now, usually I come up with a theme of what I want to speak about. I pray about it. I think about it. I see what's going on in the world. I do a lot of internal preparation, if you will, but I always let Jesus take control. And it's usually the day before or even the night before I'll wake up and I'll have some thoughts as to how to put the gospel message together and bring it to a place where I think it's helpful for all of us. Well, this morning, I still hadn't had firm thoughts in my head. So I was sitting right here, praying about it, thinking about it, and in walks Paisano. Well, Paisano, as you may know, is our beagle. He's a little bit out there, I always say, but he's a sweetheart. Well, he came to say good morning to me. He didn't just say good morning. He jumped up here on the side. He put his face near mine. He wanted to give kisses. He wanted to get kisses. He did his wagging of his tail. He acted like he hadn't seen me in the last 48 days, and he just saw me a couple hours ago before we went to sleep. Then it dawned on me. Paisano was doing something that is usually ordinary, saying good morning, and he was making it extraordinary. And it dawned on me that this ability lies within each and every one of us each and every day. There are ordinary things we do each day. One of them is to greet each other. And I'm not saying you do what he does every day. That would be a bit much. But we can certainly look at our day-to-day ordinary activities and we can make them extraordinary and bringing a lot more satisfaction to ourselves and a lot more love and peace to others. You know, sometimes we look at Jesus' miracles and we say, well, okay, I can't do that. Well, we can't do exactly what he did, but he did what he did to give us a sign and give us an example of what we can do. And certainly this one is within each of our controls, each of our desires and actions, and we can start right now. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Sunday. As always, I hope it was helpful and you could take it into your day and into your week. I always welcome and appreciate your comments, but I always appreciate the most you being here with me each and every time. I want to wish you all a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you back here soon. Take care.